Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is 6 p.m. Prime coming to you live on India Today. We are in the national capital. And once again, India is staring and standing at a very crucial precipice where things could possibly tumble out of hands if, at least at this point of time, you and I, don't in fact go through, take care of ourselves and undertake the responsibility of being responsible citizens. The COVID cases are rising once again. I very quickly want to give you a glimpse of how India is doing, as far as the overall COVID numbers are concerned. In the election season, just wanting to keep the focus on the very important story of the COVID-19 cases. Active cases in India right now at 6,14,696. In the last 24 hours, 81,466 cases have been reported, a high in the last few months. Deaths in the last 24 hours, once again jumping to 469 people losing their life. But more worrying for India right now, which is facing the kind of surge that we are seeing today. India has overtaken the United States and become the country with the second highest number of average daily COVID-19 cases. India's average daily coronavirus infection surged to 65,211, while the United States average daily stood at 64,184. This is according to the Johns Hopkins University. Brazil leads the chart with the average daily coronavirus infections of 75,534. The report was based on the rolling average for 7 days in countries across the globe. Okay, so those were the numbers that that should give you the sense of urgency that we require right now to deal with the COVID-19 situation in the country. But I want to focus on the state which is the most worrying state when it comes to the COVID-19 situation right now. Maharashtra, once again, reporting the highest number of COVID-19 cases. Till yesterday, it was reporting 60% of the country's entire caseload. The state recorded 43,183 cases and 249 deaths in the last 24 hours. Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray chaired a high-level COVID meeting, and he will also be making a public address at 8:30 p.m. He is likely to impose further restrictions to control the spread of the virus in the country. In the state of Maharashtra, Mumbai remains the worst hit with 8,646 cases, the highest number since the beginning of the pandemic. Pune, Nagpur and Nashik are the other worst impacted cities. Pune administration has imposed night curfew in the city from tomorrow. The imposition will be in place for the next 7 days. Bars, hotels, restaurants will remain closed and no public function except funerals and weddings will be allowed. City bus services will also remain shut and the situation would be reviewed on next Friday.
सगळे मुंबईकर चांगलं पालन करतात, पण जे बेदिक्कत म्हणतात ना, म्हणजे बेजबाबदार काही त्यांना पडलेली नसेल ते लोक मात्र ह्या सगळ्यांना त्रासदायक ठरतायत आपल्याला. आणि अशा वेळेला जर अशी लोक फिरण हे करणार असतील तर कडक निर्बंध होणं गरजेचं आहे आणि ती मला वाटतं कडक निर्बंधाकडे पावलं चाललेली आहेत.
Okay, so that was the chairperson of the Mumbai Municipal Commission, in fact the Mumbai Mayor Bhumi Pednekar, speaking about the situation in Maharashtra, in Mumbai. Let's just very quickly give you a sense of how the entire state of Maharashtra is dealing with the COVID-19 cases. What are the various curbs that various cities have in fact put to deal with the situation. In Mumbai, random testing at crowded places has started. Violators will be booked under the Epidemic Act and no religious, social, political gatherings are allowed. Meanwhile, Pune, as I was telling you earlier, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. night curfew from April 3rd. No public function except funerals and weddings. City buses will not be operational for the next 7 days. Bars, hotels, restaurants will remain closed, although the home delivery will continue. Aurangabad night curfew has been extended till April 4th. Nasik citizens will have to pay 5 rupees for hour-long market visit. So you will have to shell out rupees 5 if you stay in the market for more than an hour. Now, Vidya, my colleague, is joining us from Mumbai with more details. Vidya, worrying situation once again for you and the Mumbaikars as well. What are we expecting at this press conference, which is going to take place at 8:30 after a very important meeting of Uddhav Thackeray?
Well, the numbers certainly have been spiking. The surging numbers are certainly a big worry, and which is the reason why Maharashtra government feels that in case these numbers do not halt at any position and they continue like this, then the entire pressure on the health sector would be just too much. There might be a position where we would reach where there would be no beds for people or ventilators for people or the ICUs, and which is the reason why right now already in Mumbai especially we have already seen that there is the BMC has taken control of providing beds. Like if someone falls ill in Mumbai, will not get a bed immediately, they'll have to go via the BMC and only then will they get a bed, depending on what the doctors of the BMC say, whether they need a bed or not. So certainly that has already started, and realizing the fact that the numbers are certainly going up, especially not just in Mumbai, the mortality rate, if you look at it across the entire state, is quite high, and which is a worrying factor for the Maharashtra government. Last few days we have seen, since the fact that the night curfew was imposed, Maharashtra government kept telling everyone that, just start maintaining the orders that have been issued. Night curfews have been placed, but in spite of that, we did see a lot of people violating all the norms, and which is the reason why the Maharashtra government really has to come out with this now.
So it all in the end boils down to what the people are doing, whether they are adhering to the norms or not. Ultimately, the price will also be have to pay by the people. I mean, the lockdown is not a very pretty thing. We have already experienced it and we have seen the repercussions as well. So people, it's in your hand. Please do take care. Thank you, Vidya, for joining us. I want to now shift focus to the other big city, the national capital, Delhi, which is also seeing a surge as far as the COVID-19 cases are concerned. And in view of the rising cases, there was a very important meeting which also took place in Delhi, the Chief Minister chairing that meeting. Delhi has reported 3,583 cases in the last 24 hours, which is the highest in the last 5 months. With this spike, active number of cases in Delhi now stands at 10,000. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, while urging people to follow COVID curbs, informed that there is no plan for a lockdown. Chief Minister also said Delhi is witnessing fourth wave of coronavirus, but is less severe than the second wave as the mortality rate is low. The worrying part is that the rate of infection is on the rise as we speak. The rate of infection in Delhi has gone up to 3.57%.
अभी जो स्थिति है, सरकार में लॉकडाउन किसी भी तरह का करने का कोई विचार नहीं है। हम स्थिति पे नज़र रखे हुए हैं। भविष्य में अगर ज़रूरत कभी पड़ेगी तो मैं आपसे बातचीत करके ऐसा कोई निर्णय लिया जाएगा, लेकिन अभी फ़िलहाल कोई लॉकडाउन करने का सरकार का निर्णय नहीं है, सरकार का विचार नहीं है। इसको पूरा जो डेटा हम लोगों ने देखा है उसके हिसाब से ये केसेस तो बहुत तेज़ी से बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन इस बार ये जो कोरोना की चौथी वेव आई है, ये पिछली वेव से कम सीरियस हैं। कम सीरियस मतलब कि एक तो मौतें काफ़ी कम हो रही हैं और दूसरा लोगों को अस्पताल में और लोगों को आईसीयू में जो भर्ती होते हैं वो काफ़ी पिछले उसके मुकाबले काफ़ी कम हैं।
Going across to my colleague Milan, who's reporting on the situation in the national capital. Milan, what are the reasons that the experts are attributing to this rising number of cases? Is it just that the people have, thrown caution to the wind, or is there a new virus, a new mutation, which in fact is spreading much faster than the older one?
Well, Ankit, yes, people have thrown caution to the wind, and at a lot of places, Delhi government has also said that you need to maintain social distancing. But to your second question, yes, Delhi had reported last week at least 9 such samples of the mutant virus strains that have been circulated in the country, which is the UK strain, the Brazilian strain, as well as the South African strain. And the NCDC data had shown that Delhi also is looking at a surge in cases. It could be definitely because of the mutant strains that are here in the national capital. But having said that, Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal has also appealed to the central government to allow them to open up vaccinations, not just in the designated hospitals and government hospitals, privately and government, but also at other community centers and schools, etc. Because the CM has been appealing to increase the rate of vaccination massively in the state of Delhi. And only after doing these vaccinations can we ensure that the spread of the virus can be contained to some point. And that is why the CM has also been talking about universal vaccination. So he's the first, one of the first who has been saying that we should vaccinate all above the age of 18 years as well. Ankit.
Very important, and this is a big discussion that is also going on in various medical and academic circuits as well. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, though the government in India vaccination has been a big process, but it is not picked up to the level it should. That is why the demand to, in fact, try and start vaccinating everybody above the age of 18. But at least at this point of time, if you are over the age of 45, please make sure that you go and get yourself vaccinated. Thank you so much, Milan, for joining us with all those details.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.